First up, we need to determine the characteristics in the graph. So we have this equation of y plus 5 squared equals negative 12 times x minus 2. We need to identify the vertex, the focus, the axis of symmetry, and the directrix. I'll just help you guys out by bringing in what we see from the last problem, or the last video where we've got that core concept on there. It's in the form of y minus k squared equals 4p times x minus h. So we can go ahead and pull a couple pieces out. Our vertex is h comma k, so that means we're looking at 2 comma negative 5. Make sure you see that to be the opposite. Our p-value we need to solve in order to find our focus and our directrix. If negative 12 equals 4p, then p equals negative 3. So that's what we're going to use next. A few things coming up. Now we have the focus, and the focus is found in this case h plus p, comma k. Fix that. So we've got 2 plus a negative 3, comma negative 5. So that means our focus is going to be negative 1, negative 5. That's the focus. Then we need to do the directrix. Directrix, if I can spell. And that is found by x equals h minus p. So that's x equals 2 minus a negative 3, so x equals 5. And then our last piece is our axis of symmetry, and that is different than what you guys have done in the past. In the past it was x equals h, but in this format it is y equals k, so y equals negative 5. Those are our 5 characteristics, and now we can go ahead. We're going to graph the vertex, the focus, the axis, and the directrix, so these 4 things we found. Then we'll make a table of values to help us generate this general curve. So we'll zoom that out a little bit. Straighten it. I'm going to insert my graph. All right, there's my graph. There's a couple things I need to do. So getting this started, I'm going to, oops, that's not good. Hold on. Let's do a line. I think that might help. It's actually giving me a straighter line. Okay, sorry about that. That was really slow. Let's label some things. The reason why I did it facing that way with the axes split, you can see that we've got some negatives that we're going to be dealing with. 2, negative 4, negative 6, 2, 4, 6. Just to give us an eyeball, I'll plot in red. First thing I'm going to label is my vertex. That's 2, negative 5. 1, 2, then negative 5. There we go. And then we've got the focus, which is negative 1, negative 5. And then, so that's 2 pieces, axis of symmetry, y equals negative 5. That's going to be at this piece right here. That's cutting through there, so you should see that they all set up on that. And then we've got our directrix at x equals 5. So every point on our parabola, this is our vertex, that's where it's going to go. That's just our focus. We're going to see every point to be equal distance on our parabola from the directrix. So let's create table. I'm just going to go ahead do 0, -2, -4, -6, looking all in the negative direction. When I plug it in, you're going to solve, you'll get 2 points. That is important, that you should be solving it by hand to the best of your ability, because don't forget you've got this squared that you have to deal with. So that's -0.1, or you guys can use your calculators to generate the table for you. 1.9, -11.9, because we're getting 2 options for each. 3.5, -13.5, 4.8, -14.8. So you can see they all have some form of relationship. So let's go ahead and graph this. 0, -0.1, we'll call that that. Then we've got -9.9, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're looking, out here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a little bit shy of 10. So that's going to be the first piece. And then we have -2, 1.9. We'll see it'll build up that way. And then -11.9. See, this is getting bigger in this direction, so that's going to be harder. That was scaling on my issue. My bad on that one. 3.5. And then 4.8. And then we can continue the arrow on that way. So that's what it is. If you notice, I can drop a point. It's going to be equal distance to the directrix from the focus. So that's this one, and that's how you go about it. And we're gonna get into more examples of different types now.